Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time to round out our first week of our Pokemon Pearl playthrough here on the channel with episode number 5. And we're currently sitting here in Orberg City, because in the last episode we made our way here to the city with the first gym in this new Sinnoh region. We're trying to get our first badge. We're not ready just yet, though, because we made it over to the gym, and our good buddy Evan told us that we can't go in because apparently the gym leader is off in the Orberg mines, I guess. So we're going to go check that out in a little bit, but there's still some exploration to do here in Orberg City, first of all. Now, before we get any further, we're going to do our usual team recap, see who we are working with. I guess I could switch Canuck out for the time being. So we're going to lead off with our little level 10 Piplup, Slippin, our starting Pokemon given to us by Professor Rowan of Sandgem Town. He is a Brave Pokemon with the Torrent ability, and the moves are Bubble, Pound, Growl, and that's it. But next up, we have our first capture of the region, Canuck, our level 10 Bidoof, which some people say is the most powerful Pokemon. I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, he does have the Quick Claw, so he could outspeed even the most speediest of Deoxys speed forms if need be. Wait, we don't know about Deoxys yet. Wait, we kind of do. It was Gen 3. Never mind. Anyway, we have the Mild Nature, which, again, I forget exactly what it does, but I think it's like special defense-based. The ability is Unaware, which is good because it ignores any change in, it says ability, but stats by the opponent. So if they boost their defense, we're going to get as much damage off as we need. If they're going to boost their attack, I think that's how that works. If they hit us with a boosted attack stat move, I think we ignore that? I'm not sure. I should look up on this. Anyway, the moves are Tackle, Growl, and Defense Curl. And currently on our team, although we're not really using them because they're just here for moral support for now, we've got our level 55 Pikachu from the, well, he's bashful, from the distant land, of course. That is Viridian Forest of Kanto. Static ability with Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Thunder Wave, and Flash. Last but not least, our starting Pokemon from Kanto, Shelbert the Squirtle at level 54. He is a quirky little Pokemon with the Torrent ability, and the moves are Surf, Icy Wind, Dig, and Dive. Alright, so let's move on. Now, a lot of times, people will add a bunch of Pokemon along the way as they go through the game, but first of all, as I said before, this is sort of recreating my original... Wait, I talked to these folks. My original adventures through Pokemon Pearl to begin with. And I don't add new Pokemon a lot when I'm going through a standard playthrough. If you watch the Pokemon Moon playthrough, that was my first sort of like live interaction in the game. I only added a select number of Pokemon, and that's kind of the way I like to do it. Orberg Mining Museum. I knew I spelled Orberg wrong in the last video. I'll fix that. Anyway, coal mining and you. Ooh, I can get involved in coal mining? What's this all about? Let's check things out in here. Look at this. What is this massive thing? I can't even see it. Oh, that's great. Alright, what do you say about it, sir? Whoa, so this is coal? I never expected something this big. It is pretty massive. Wow, the Pokemon that carried this must have been terribly strong. Probably like a Machop. Hello, welcome to the Orberg Mining Museum. Thank you very much. Hello, how are you? I study Pokemon fossils. Me, right here and now. It's pretty interesting to get a fossil reviver this early in the game. On the verge of a breakthrough I am to achieve extraction from fossils. From fossils I can extract Pokemon. But not yet, not yet. Okay, I guess. So, later on, this will be where you get access to that. Well, how about that? The Orberg mine extends under the seafloor. Under the seafloor. I'm not going to sing the whole song. Samples of coal from different regions are displayed. Is there anything interesting to find in here? Different kinds of lamps are displayed. They appear to have been worn on someone's head while underground, so those headlampy thingies. Alright, I think that's the exact same thing. Badly scarred wooden tools are displayed. They apparently dug out coal using these tools in the olden days. Interesting. Now, it would be really cool, though, if Pokemon games would give you images to show you what this stuff looked like, to really teach you about the history and all that. The everyday items and tools of past mine workers are displayed, because we can get text about it, but if you'd actually see an image of what these things look like, and, you know, real-life images representing what they would have been in the world of Pokemon, that'd be kind of cool. The box contains categorized samples of coal. Is this interesting to you folks out there? Do you like this kind of stuff? Let's go to the first one. Apparently we're at the end of the whole coal-making process. But I like reading stuff like this. It's just flavor text, basically, but... what would be neat if they did something like this and then gave you a quiz on it? Like, remember in Blaine's gym in Kanto, you had those questions? What if in one city you had a museum, you checked things out, and then a later city, they asked you questions about it? How coal is made? 1. In a time long before our history, vegetative matter was swept along by rain and rivers. It came to be buried under the ground. How coal is made? 2. The buried plant matter was forced ever deeper under the ground due to the tremors and fissures caused by the shifting land masses. And number 3, deep under the ground, the plant matter was subjected to heavy pressure and the heat of magma. It gradually turned into coal. So it is, well, like I said, I believe it is carbon-based. Of course, it's based off of whatever living plant creature type life happened to be crushed under there. Interesting stuff. Does that matter to the playthrough? Not really particularly. Stop moving. What? You remind me so much of the time I got my first Pokemon. Why, did the other person walk around you a bunch too? I always have a rotten time trying to decide which moves my Pokemon should learn. Just go to like Bulbapedia, Cerebi.net, they can help you out. Hiya, your Pokemon could use some toughening up. Why not try training in the Orberg mine? I am actually heading there in a little bit to go talk to, what's the guy's name again? I forget, we'll find out. Wow, your Pokemon's eyes are twinkling brightly. Seeing that makes me happy. Here, I want you to have this. A free Great Ball. That's cash in the pocket. Of course, I don't use anything but regular Pokeballs. If you are not aware of that, you'll learn that as time goes on. Or, go back and check the Pokemon Ultra Sun playthrough. So many legends, so many Ultra Beasts, all Pokeball. I like the challenge. You know how Pokemon stay inside their Pokeballs? I try to think about what would be the best Pokeballs for them. So, I've said that before, although I do generally just use Pokeballs, there are some Pokemon I would have, in retrospect, liked to use a different kind of ball on. Most notably, Dive Bomb our Gyarados. I should have used a Dive Ball. Missed opportunities. The Orberg mine is operated with the utmost care. We avoid causing any damage to the natural habitats of Pokemon. You know what I'd really like to see is the comeback of something we'll see in this game, actually, seals to put on your Pokeballs to make a different kind of effect when they come out. I could put, like, you know, maybe bubbles on Dive Bomb's Pokeball to make a watery kind of effect. They should bring that back. That'd be nice. The whole system of taking the coal out of the mine is automated. There's nothing back-breaking about it. The only back-breaking aspect is me trying to speak. Does that break it back? Not really. Alright, nothing more to be gained in here, I do not think. Let's check out the rest of Orberg City. And once again, I'm lamenting the fact that we do not have a timer for our Poké apps down below, because I like to know when I started recording. I think it was 5 minutes ago. When I run around with my running shoes on, it feels like I'm the center of attention. Does it really? Maybe. If you run into people, perhaps. Roark is our town's gym leader. Okay. He may be young, but he keeps the mine running safely and efficiently. But it's all automated, right? So he's just like a good technician, I suppose. Roark is a user of Rock-type Pokemon. Don't you think Rock-type Pokemon are nice? I like how lumpy they are. Is this not the third generation in which the first gym leader is Rock-type? Brock of Gen 1. What's her name of Gen 3? What was her name? Roxanne. And, excuse me, Roark of, Gen 4 here, Orberg City. If you think about it, don't they all have the name Rock, or the word Rock somewhere in their name? Brock, Roxanne, and Roark, so it's like they've added some extra letters, I guess, but anyway, good evening. It's time for trainer research. We examine the latest Pokemon trends by going directly to the trainers. Okay, let's look at the first piece of research we conducted. Sorry to keep you waiting, it's time for the Pocket Watch. Today we examine, Pocket Watch, isn't that Pocket Monster Watch? Isn't it redundant? Today we examine Chaz's favorite Pocket app. The app Chaz likes best is the Digital Watch, because it was kind of the only one I had. Asked why, the trainer replied, pocket money. I have no idea why I said that. Credit to you, Chaz, your choice is cool and calculated. Why not be like Chaz and show off your coolness with the Digital Watch app too? See you again, darlings. A kind of embarrassing interview. I forget most of what I was thinking about back then, but that was like, what? Just yesterday, probably? I don't know. The gym leader went off to work in the mine. Yes, I know. Hey, the Pokemon. We're gonna buy potions. I forgot. Let's get ourselves stocked up before we get attacked in the mine. The Pokemon girls are so pretty, they leave me tongue-tied. They sell all sorts of great items, so I get even more flustered. So you probably just sell or spend all your money here without even meaning to. The badges that Pokemon Gym... I can't read! The badges that Pokemon Gyms give you are a measure of a trainer's worth. By getting more badges, you get to buy more items in Pokemarts. Alright, so what do you have for sale here? First of all, we need your potions. What do we have for Pokeballs? We got 10. I think we're good for that, but we need to get some potions. We have only 2. I can grab another 4, I guess? I need more money, too. Actually, I said I could sell things, didn't I? We've got 4 antidotes, 4 paralyze heals. Let's buy 1 more of each. That'll pretty much tap me out for cash for the time being. And let me see what I have for sellable items. I can get rid of the Great Ball. What else have we found? Let's take a look. We got a Repel. I guess I could sell that. I don't use those usually. It's a bit of decent cash. We got all of our healing items. We can sell the Great Ball. Excuse me, that's 300. Nice, and I think that's all we have for sale, I guess? Yes, it is. Can't sell our key items, unfortunately, but we kind of need those things. Alright, what do you sell? Tunnel mail, heal ball, net ball. No thanks. Again, I've said, I like using just the regular Pokeballs, although I do like the designs of some of them. Would you get out the door? I do like the designs of some of them, especially Kurt's Apricorn Pokeballs from Gen 2. Have you seen the vents? They release steam from down below. I think we've seen them. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest. I'm waiting to get to that gym battle. Listen, listen. Do you have a Pokemon called Machop? Would you be willing to trade your Machop for my Abra? I don't have one, so no. Well, okay, I can't make you trade me, but if you change your mind, I'll be here waiting. Well, I don't think I'm going to catch a Machop again anytime soon. I've got Machamp waiting to roll. Pokemon obtained in a trade grows quickly, but if a Pokemon grows too much, it will often ignore the trainer. Of course, it won't matter if you have lots of gym badges. And therein lies the reason, well, one reason. Of course, we're not using Shelbert or Pikachu. The other reason is, I want the challenge. I'm not going to use a level 54 Squirtle against the first gym leader. That's way overpowered. All Pokemon have a special power called an ability. That they do. Gen 3, of course, initiated that. How my Pokemon and I are alike. It's not anything I can explain easily. Then why would you bring up that topic? The view is good from up here, but it's a pain going out. If you don't mind, how about showing me a Pokemon called Zubat? If I had one, I could do that. So as you're watching this video, I believe at this point in time, in real time for myself, it is the time of the Mewtwo EX raid that I was invited to, and I'm doing some recording for that. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some pretty cool footage of that encounter and see how things go. Roark lets us train our Pokemon in the mine. He lets you? I guess he does run the mine. He probably would have choice over who goes in there or not. A gym leader isn't just like any trainer you meet. I'd take as many Pokemon as possible if I were you. That's a pretty harsh thing to say to someone if they're doing an actual Nuzlocke. They're limited in what they can bring. There are 8 gym leaders in the Sinnoh region, just like every region. Well, kind of. The objective for trainers is to get gym badges from them all. The only different region will be, of course, Orr and right now Alola. What's going on up here? A Psyduck. Are you catching Pokemon? Here, take this if you'd like. That's kind of nice. Dusk Ball. What does that do? Tell us. Stop walking. The Dusk Ball is a Pokeball designed for use in darkness. It works better if you use it at night or in a cave. So I could use it in the mines to catch something. Giving nicknames to Pokemon is the way to go. It makes you feel as if they're your very own. That's right. He named this Psyduck Yellow. Interesting. But he named our Psyduck Yellow just because of its color. I don't understand the logic behind that at all. He's probably preparing for when he catches a shiny Psyduck, so he can differentiate that one from the blue shiny one. He's thinking ahead. How often do you expect to find a shiny Pokemon out of nowhere, though? Is that guy in front of the gym your friend? He's sort of twitchy and impatient. Yeah, that sounds just like Evan, doesn't it? These vents exchange the hot air down below with the fresh air outside. Looking down them gives me the urge to start yelling into him. Hello! Probably freaking people out, thinking there's ghosts down there. Way to go. What's going on? Hey, Pikachu. You know how Pokemon have different natures like we have personalities? I don't think it's surprising to see Pokemon in different colors. Have you ever seen or heard about differently colored Pokemon? For instance, a regular Pikachu has a yellow body, correct? Well, the different colored Pikachu has sort of an orange body. Pikachu! That is true. I don't have any of them just yet, but my good old cousin Mike did manage to capture, how many again? I think he said 4 shiny Pikachu in Pokemon Go during the last special... What was that for? Was it the first? What was that? Community Day, I think? I believe so. The Orberg Pokemon Gym leader Roark. Call me Roark the Rock. Do I really have to? TMs are single use only, but HMs can be used over and over. It's tricky trying to decide which Pokemon should learn what moves. And I think I said that recently too. Like back in the day, you had to choose specifically which Pokemon gets each TM attack, as opposed to nowadays, you kids are spoiled these days, TM's multi-use. That was unheard of back in the day. Back when I was playing anyway. I didn't like it at first when Gen 5 started the multi-use TMs. I'm used to it now. Up ahead, there's a huge mountain that towers above everything. It divides Sinnoh into 2 distinct halves. Mount Coronet, I believe that is. We'll be heading there at some point too. Everyone's proud of the mine. They're digging for coal under the sea as we speak. It's amazing how they do it. So we're getting close to the mine here. Chop, chop, Machop. Chop, chop away on rocks. That's a nice little ditty you got there. You should go into music as a second career. Alright, what do you say? You're taking a tour of our coal mine. Wonderful, that's excellent of you. It's always good to learn about new things and broaden your horizons. We're learning so many things today. I'm trying to think, is there anything that I can talk about that's interesting as opposed to just reading what they're saying on screen? And nothing's coming to mind, but what is this over here? This pile of dirty sand is called a slag heap. It doesn't sound very appealing. It's the waste from sorting coal. I guess it doesn't look very appealing either. Alright, I guess we're heading down into the mines now. The Orberg coal mine. Beware of busy Pokemon. Wait, can I get over there? Is there a way down there? There is. Look at this. Secret shortcut. Hello, Machop. Machop. What's going on over this side? There's no question. This is hard work. But working alongside Pokemon, it gives me a boost somehow. Here, take one of these. A super potion. Nice. 50 HP recovery. Feeling hale and hearty puts a smile on my face, and that makes me happy. Look out, Machop. Sorry. Walking all in my path and I bump right into you. Alright. What's going on in the mine here? Do I have to fight people? Everyone that works in the coal mine keeps their own Pokemon with them. They may be challenged to battles. Haha, I guess there are trainers. If there were Pokemon that look just like rocks, they sure surprised me. We talking Geodudes, we talking... What else looks like rocks? I guess that's it. I got X Defend. That could be useful in the gym battle. And if this was a Nuzlocke, our first encounter is going to be a Geodude. I'm glad I'm leading Slip-In, because we can easily go for the bubble for some experience points. As I say, I usually only train Pokemon to be 5 levels above the wild Pokemon of the particular area. So, level 6 means... let's go for it. So, I'm gonna still wait until after the gym battle to tell you how my initial encounter, or my initial gym battle went, because it was a pretty interesting sequence of events. A lot of things happened that... let's just say it was really interesting. I kind of want to talk about it now. Wait, Slip-In learned Water Sport. It's not the best attack. It doesn't really do much to help us. It weakens fire moves, I believe. But we're already resistant. Alright, let's switch Slip-In out into Canuck. Although, if we see any more rock types, there's not much that Canuck can do in response. But, we'll see what happens. Alright, heading down here. I gotta go find Roark. Where are you at? You're gonna beat me up. Okay, next encounter. Zubat. Oh, good. Canuck can handle that easily. I wonder if I should catch this and bring it back to the guy that wants to see a Zubat. Nah, we're good. We'll just go for the experience. What's level 8? It's actually a pretty decent, decent bit of experience we're going to gain off of this thing, I believe. So, is there anything else? Well, I can talk a little bit about things that I'm doing in Pokemon Ultra Sun, kind of, sort of off camera. It's pretty cool. I'm doing a bunch of the Festival Plaza stuff. Oh, there's the Quick Claw. We get to see it activate in this generation. I'm trying to get my clothes in the game all dyed purple because, of course, favorite color. I want to see if I can... not supersonic. I want to see if I can get all the purple clothing. And the dye house that you can get, if it's not the proper dye house, like it's not Team Purple, they can still dye your clothes purple. It's just going to cost you certain berries and the festival coins. So, I have a dye house right now that... well, I had one that would have dyed my clothes purple if I had 30, I think, Ganlon berries. I think I mentioned this in one of the live streams. I was looking for the Ganlon berries. I finally found one. I'm starting to grow them on Pokepelago. And now that I've gotten them grown, I've switched over to a new dye house. They actually want different berries to dye things purple. Actually, dark purple. The other one's going to go like pastel purple. So I gotta go hunting down another berry I don't have yet. What fun! Okay, did I just make a wrong move? Am I trapped in here now? I hope not. We got ourselves an escape rope. I guess we're not trapped after all. We can get out of here anytime we want. Fine, alrighty then. Just a quick battle on my break. We found our first opposing trainer. Now, I wonder... you don't need a badge to go for dig, do you? Because I think Shelbrook can still dig us out of here. We'll find out. Anyway, Geodude, level 7, leads off. So, definitely, we gotta switch into our little Piplup. They shouldn't have self-destruct. And if they do, that's really not fair. Let's go. Bubble attack, take this thing down. So, with the first gym leader being rock type, definitely Slip-In's gonna be a good option to take it down. Let's go for Bubble right now. Can we one-hit KO this thing? So there's not really too much that I believe our normal type Bidoof will do against the rock type gym leader. He could surprise us though, you never know. Okay, Geodude is done. Does this guy have another Pokemon? He's got one left. It is an Onix. Okay. Not quite as scary as it was back in Gen 1, though, because we know all about Onix. And, it was funny, and can't remember if this happened in the Pokemon Blue playthrough or not, but the first time I fought Brock's Onix back in Pokemon Blue, it left such an impression on me, and a level up for our Piplup. Very cool. But yeah, it was like, I really thought Onix was cool, and the first time I fought Onix in Pokemon Blue, not in the playthrough, but in my original Game Boy, I lost. Despite the fact that I had the starting Pokemon Squirtle, I still lost the first attempt, so Onix always kept a big impact in my mind for that. I better get back to work. You know, I'd rather be traveling around with Pokemon the way you do. Take an extended lunch break, go ahead. Machop! Who's this hard-hatted gentleman? We're never gonna find out because there's a Geodude in our way. Level 7. Yeah, you're worth the experience. We gotta get Canuck out of here, though. And actually, you're close to leveling up, too. Let's go, Slippin'. Let's slide on into battle, take this thing down. There's so many badges left to get, and this is only halfway through the entire franchise of Pokemon, I believe. There is still Gen 5's Unova region, Gen 6 Kalos, and we've already technically done Gen 7 with our Alolan playthroughs of Pokemon Moon and Pokemon Ultra Sun, and if you haven't seen those, you want to check them out, you can always go to the channel. There are playlists set up for you. In fact, I gotta get a playlist set up for this one, too, because I always, you know, highlight the playlist at the end of each video. Probably this weekend I'll put some time into that. Hello, sir. Okay, stand back and watch this. Using the hidden move Rock Smash, a boulder blocking your way. Fallen boulders need to be smashed so they're out of the way. If you could get the badge from the gym in town, you'd be able to do this too. Of course, you have to beat the gym leader first. That'd be me. It's Roark. Why'd you just walk away? What was that about? Anyway, I got a potion. Okay. Where did he go? Why would he just abandon me in the mines like this? Can I escape rope out of here now, or what? Another question is, when are we going to find our first shiny Pokemon? We've gone through the playthroughs, gone through different regions, we're currently in Gen 4. To the best of my knowledge, other than the red Gyarados at the Lake of Rage, we have not found a shiny Pokemon in our main playthrough. It's bound to happen someday. I mention that because as soon as I see Geodude, I have caught, in my actual original Pokemon Pearl game, I believe, I caught a shiny Geodude. It's a nice little golden stone, golden rock kind of thing. Very cool. And I caught a wild Graveler later as well, which is sort of like a red textured kind of a rock. And no new attack, that's okay. And I found another shiny Graveler, so I thought, hey, I can evolve that into a Golem if I trade with like my nephew or something. But as it turned out, it blew up. It self-destructed, which was kind of cool. The first one that I caught, I threw a Pokeball right away in case it had self-destruct. The first ball caught it, full HP, but when I caught it, checked the data, it actually did have self-destruct. So I got pretty lucky to catch it before it blew up. Okay, so Machop could have low kick, which would be scary, so I believe we should switch into Slippin'. Level 9, too, this is kind of tough. But I think our light little Piplup can handle these low kicks. Just don't Karate Chop me. You got Rock Smash. That might be bad. Doesn't lower the stat, though. Alright, let's Pound Attack. I think that's better on this thing. Doesn't do a lot. And Rock Smash. Don't lower my defense. I just said don't lower my defense. Huh. Another Pound Attack. We get a critical hit. Of course not. And they get a critical hit. They just focus energy. Let's go for a bubble, see how much this can do. Come on, Slippin', you can take this thing down. Ooh, that's more damage. Rock Smash. There's that critical hit. Let's go, Canuck. Destroy this thing. It is way too early to lose a Pokemon in this playthrough. Well, goodbye, Mason. Well, now, aren't you something too? Yeah. critical hit. You just happened to get that with my defense down. Okay, okay, time for work. I'll work up a thirst with my Pokemon. Good for you. Keep that up. We're done encounters here. We're walking away from this. I've got to go recoup my losses, I believe. I could just escape rope out of here, but no, let's talk to everybody else. Because, hey, let's get some more battles under our belt. Why not, right? Chop Chop. I'm trying to Chop Chop. Things keep attacking me. I met these Machop on Route 207. They've now become my most trusted partners. Chop Machop. Okay, so this brings up an interesting little detail for the playthrough. As I said at the beginning of the playthrough, I think I said this anyway, certain Pokemon I'm going to have to keep in the team because in my initial playthrough of Pearl, which is what this series is meant to represent, certain Pokemon evolve before we end off our Pokemon Pearl adventure. So if we happen to lose a Pokemon that evolves up at some point, I'm going to have to bring them back with some sort of a restriction or, what do you call it, kind of like a little punishment or something, and I've kind of got an idea what I'm going to do for that. But sadly, I will fully admit that Slip-In does not evolve. If you watched my Pokemon Ultra Sun playthrough most recently, you saw that I had level 100 Slip-In the Piplup. He's not going to be reviving, sadly. Other Pokemon might be along the way, so effectively we're down to one Pokemon. Because Shelbert and Pikachu will not be able to help us. Isn't that something? Alright, now that we've left the cave, I believe that means Roark should be back in the gym. A critical hit, really? Well, let's go heal up before anything bad happens. Again. So we will lay Slip-In to rest in a little bit. Actually, we can do it in just a moment. Let's do this heal up first. I'm going to make a new box, the injury box. In our first week, we're already doing that. Did I have any knockouts during a Nuzlocke in the first week before? I might have. I can't recall. Anyway, we're going to go open up the PC. We're going to open up someone's PC. We're going to move Pokemon. I'm starting to bring them in slowly. We've got Squeak here for the time being, but we're going to go to box 16. We're going to name it the injury box. Sadly put. INJURY, there we go. And it is time to move a Pokemon. Sorry, Slip-In, you're not going to make it very far in this playthrough. But, if nothing else, that means he will be the first one to bring back in a later playthrough, because in this Nuzlocke-ish kind of playthrough of mine, Pokemon are not gone permanently. They might be gone for the playthrough of this particular game, but he'll be back up and ready to roll in the next game. I just didn't want to lose him that quickly. Alright, so the gym is now open. I think that's probably good for today. There's not much more I can do to, Actually, yeah, I was gonna say, there's not much more I can do to top that. I was thinking I could go into the gym now, but I should probably do the grinding first to prepare for the gym battle. So, I guess it's gonna round out our episode today. Sorry it ended on such a sad note with the loss of our starting Pokemon already. But the randomness of the computer, what can you do? So, if you enjoyed today's episode, folks, I want to say, well, first of all, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like down below. If you didn't, feel free to throw a dislike down there, but just let me know what I can do to improve these videos for you guys in the future. And if you want to see some more episodes of Pokemon Pearl, there will be soon a link in the description to the full playlist. And you can also check out some more videos that I have done on the channel. You can check the links during the outro. You can also subscribe for some daily Pokemon content from Professor Chaz. And I want to say thanks to everybody who's leaving comments thus far. I know I'm really slow at responding to comments, but some folks saying that they don't usually watch, you know, video game playthroughs, but they're enjoying this one. I believe Nicholas Devage said that on one of the earlier episodes, so thank you for that. Everyone who's enjoying it, leaving your comments, I appreciate that. I, again, apologize, I'm not fast on responding to comments, but I should probably just make that part of my daily routine from now on. Check the comments, respond, be a little bit more punctual with that, because I want to be a lot more interactive than I sometimes tend to be on this channel. Anyway, I guess that is going to be a wrap, so once again, thank you for watching, folks. Professor Chaz is signing off, and as always, I'll catch you, wait a minute, next episode will be on Monday. I forgot to mention, Monday through Friday we'll have uploads, so next episode is going to be on Monday after the weekend. Until then, I will catch you next time.